Well, I see we've got a couple still here. Can you let me know if we're coming through now? I don't know what was happening there. Well, it looks like we at least got a couple people still hanging out. So we'll persevere. Cool, good to see you. Hi, Jason. So yeah, let's persevere here with this. I'm not even sure what was happening there, but my mobile device was not connecting to the internet, kept dropping it. So I'm glad to see we still got a couple of us here still. So we'll press on and move forward here with our weekly Warriors of Light broadcast. This is something that I'm hoping to get really, can't see me. Let's see, can't see me. Wonder why that is. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay, so PY time says I can see you. Is everything working? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're back. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for coming back around. I'm really trying to iron out the details here, the kinks, and be able to broadcast this on a regular basis and make it something so that we can invite friends to and gather every week. I really am feeling strongly about sharing this Warriors of Light affirmation that I learned through my teachers at Ananda. And this is something that we can really learn to fill our own bodies with light. We can learn to heal ourselves with light, with prana energy. We can also learn to send light and healing energy to our friends and our family. It's very amazing. I've been doing this now for about 6 years, practicing working with energy and working with light and sharing this light with my loved ones, my friends, family. And the results of it are pretty incredible. I've actually had friends who didn't even know that I was doing this practice call me in the morning and tell me that they woke up thinking about me and that they found this light was coming into their mind and into their body. So it sounds like my microphone's a little loud. Is that the case? Okay, so this is something that I've really had a lot of confirmation with over the years, that friends that have been struggling, that I've been filling myself with light and sending light to them, and really getting a lot of great feedback around that over time. So this is something that is very real. I've been practicing with Kriya Yoga. I was initiated into Kriya Yoga in 2020, and I've been practicing that every day, twice a day, and learning to really feel that prana energy. Tonight we're going to be talking about the medulla oblongata, the seat of superconscious awareness. This is also the area where the life force energy comes into the body, comes into the fetus, and forms the fetus in the womb. And so we're going to be using a guided visualization and a affirmation for sending that prana energy out into the world. I wanted to really start out tonight by saying that we should go on a worry fast together. All of the things that we've been worrying about and all of the things that we've been worrying about throughout the day and throughout this time together, and me getting all of this figured out for the technical difficulties. So we should just take a moment to go on a worry fast together. So if you've been worrying throughout the day, all of the different things that we can find to worry about in the world, we can let those go here at this time. And I wanted to open our time together here with a prayer, inviting the masters to be here with us. And so just take a moment, closing your eyes. Let's invite Spirit here to be with us here during our time together. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, great saints and sages of all traditions, Humbly, lovingly, we invoke your presence and bow before you all. Make us like you. Attune us with your consciousness and magnetize our molecules with your magnetic presence. Divine Mother, awaken your love in us, then teach us to awaken that love in all. Om, peace. Amen. And I wanted to read some words from Paramhansa Yogananda. He says, whenever you make up your mind not to worry, to go on a worry fast, stick to your resolution. You can stop worrying entirely. You can calmly solve your most difficult problems, putting forth your greatest effort, and at the same time, absolutely refuse to worry. Tell your mind, I can only do my best and no more. I am satisfied and happy that I am doing my best to solve my problem. And there is absolutely no reason why I should worry myself to death. And this is really all that we can do in life, right? We can do our best, we can put out our best effort, and then we can let go of the results. That's the idea. It's really the way to attract things in our lives. And I've been practicing this, I'm getting better at it, but it is such a difficult thing to do. But really, what can we do other than our best? So if we're putting in our best efforts and we can leave it to the divine to sort it out, and we can stop worrying. I know for me, in the gene keys chart that I've been receiving guidance on recently, realizing that my key to prosperity really is about relaxing and letting go of the fears and doubts and worries, and rather than chasing after things, attracting them. And when we're calm, we attract good things. When we're agitated and worried, then we are pushing those things away. And so in this time here together, we're just on a worry fast. We're letting go of all of our cares and worries. And it's good to give yourself permission for that, to really allow yourself to give yourself permission just to put it all aside. I like to think about hitting pause on the movie of life that's been playing. And that's really what meditation is. It gives us this chance to just push pause on the movie, because it's always coming, always bombarding us, especially in the time that we live in now. We're just always bombarded with all of the news and all of the world events and all of the catastrophes and the doom and gloom around the world. It can become very disheartening. But we give ourselves permission to put it all aside for moments, and meditation can be a really wonderful respite for that, where we're not bypassing issues, we're actually going deeper into it and allowing all things to be just the way that they are. Really just allowing life to be the way that it is. And ultimately, this is God's movie. And the politicians and the CEOs and the billionaires, they all think that they're in charge of this world, but they're really not. They're all just puppets of the divine. They really are all just part of this cosmic cycle. And there's nothing that happens that is random. Everything that happens in our lives is happening for us, to help us to learn, to help us to grow. And that's why we took these bodies. That's why we came here to earth. We are infinite, eternal beings. And we come here to learn, to enjoy this life. And we can really learn to do that. We can really learn to live life even-minded and cheerful. This is what the great masters teach us by their example. They can come to earth. And think of Christ, who came to earth and allowed them to nail him to a cross to show that he can go beyond pain. He can go beyond death. He wasn't afraid of death. And as Yogananda said, Christ didn't come here to show us how great he was. He came here to show us how great we are. And this is really the power that we all have. And we can learn this through meditation. So with our practice tonight of warriors of light affirmation of sending out this light into the world, I'd like to do a little visualization here before we step into our affirmation practice. And I was mentioning the medulla oblongata, which is at the base of the brain. And this is at the right behind the skull. It's the soft tissue behind the head and the soft tissue in the neck where you feel a slight indentation. Let's go ahead and just take you can take 3 fingers or 2 fingers from each hand. And let's just go ahead and massage the medulla oblongata. You can go around in circles 3 times one way. You can go around 3 times the other way. You can kind of lift your head a little bit as you do that, just massaging the medulla oblongata. And we're just opening this area up. And now bringing our hands down, we can close our eyes. And let's continue concentrating there at the medulla oblongata, which is known as the seat of the ego. And it is where the life force energy enters into the body. Now, together, let's repeat this affirmation inwardly, repeating after me. Thy cosmic current flows in me, flows in me. Through my medulla, flows in me, flows in me. I think and will the current to flow. In all my body, the current to flow. In all my body, the current to flow. I am charged. I am cured. I am charged. I am cured. Lightning flash goes through me. I am cured. I am cured. Now, with our concentration fully centered on the medulla, imagine that this seat of the ego, which is also called the mouth of God, is opening wide and becoming transparent. Light is now pouring in through the medulla oblongata. The light of the divine, the infinite prana energy is pouring into you through the medulla oblongata. This light is filling your body, is filling your entire consciousness, is filling every particle of your being with light. You are becoming a being of light, a being of prana, a being of divine energy. Continue feeling and visualizing this divine light coming in through the medulla oblongata and filling you completely. Feel this light. Visualize this light. See it pouring in. Feel it pouring into your body. And now begin to focus on your heart center. Imagine your heart is filled with light. Feel that light gathering in your heart center, and now that light is bursting up through the heart. A beam of light bursts up through the heart, up to the medulla oblongata, and forward through the spiritual eye. See the spiritual eye filled with light. Seeing that light at the point between the eyebrows, feeling in the heart. You can imagine this light is now emanating out from our hearts. It's filled the room that we're in. This light is expanded out from the room to fill the streets, the neighborhood, the city that we're in. This light is expanding out from the city to fill the state or the province that you're in. This light is expanding out from the state and to fill the entire country that you're in. See this light pouring over your country. Now see this light expanding across the oceans, filling the oceans with blue light. This light is expanding now and covering all countries. Anywhere on this planet where there is someone with a receptive heart, see this light pouring over them and nourishing their heart. There's so many great souls on this planet, so many great warriors of light. See somewhere where someone is afraid or lonely or in pain or hungry or thirsty or confused. See that light pouring into their hearts and filling them with calmness. See this light filling and pouring into the warriors of light around the world, filling their bodies with energy and vitality, their minds with clarity and wisdom, their souls with ever-new joy. Feeling this light pouring out of us. See Mother Earth as she's floating in space, wrapped in iridescent rainbow light. And now, let us feel this point of light here where we are, feeling this light in our heart, feeling that light bursting up from the heart, up to the medulla oblongata, up to the spiritual eye, and seeing that light radiating at the spiritual eye. Let's now repeat this affirmation, this Warriors of Light affirmation, as Yogananda teaches to say it 5 times. First, we're going to say it in a loud, energetic voice. Second time, we'll say it in a normal speaking voice. Third time, in a whisper. Fourth time, silently. And then fifth time, silently again, taking it into the superconscious. So with the palms together in front of the heart, the gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, seeing the light there, repeating after me. God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We are all warriors of light. Let us fill the world with God's light. And now, in a normal speaking voice, repeating again, God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We are all warriors of light. We fill this world with God's light. Now, in a whisper, God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We are all warriors of light. Let us fill the world with God's light. And now, repeating silently, taking this inward into the subconscious, God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart. I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We are all warriors of light, and we fill the world with God's light. Now, last time, silently, with all of our focus, all of our concentration, feeling that light coming into the medulla oblongata, filling us with light, seeing that light at the point between the eyebrows, raising our gaze, repeating inwardly, God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We are all warriors of light. We fill the world with God's light. Now, rubbing our palms together, feeling this warm magnetic energy in the palms, taking in a deep breath, palms up. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Amen. So carry this uplifted feeling with you throughout your evening or your day, wherever you are. And this is something that we can do whenever we're feeling down. We can always turn inward and receive and feel the calmness that exists within us. And the best thing that we can do is to do our best and leave the worrying to God. This is really his movie. We are his characters. We are really infinite eternal beings. We're not really these bodies, these personalities. This is really God's dream. And the more that we can realize that, the more that we can enjoy this life, and we can really become like great actors in the movie, acting to entertain the divine and to really do our best to just bring more joy into the world. And it's hard to do that when we ourselves are agitated and becoming worried about everything around us. So one of the really great things that we can do is to get around others who also are working on this, that also are working on becoming even-minded and cheerful, people that have a cheerful attitude. And the more that we do that ourselves, the more that we'll invite and we'll magnetize ourselves to meet more friends that are like that. But things like this, we can gather together with each other and we can inspire each other to feel the joy and the calmness that is always here and always available. So I like being able to just gather with friends on a regular basis. Meditating with friends is my favorite thing to do. So that's why I do it here twice a week. And I really appreciate you guys gathering here with me tonight. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I really don't know why that happened. I didn't really fix anything. It just started working all of a sudden. And I really do test all this stuff. I'm just running into a lot of just unseen issues. I have a good internet connection, so hopefully eventually this all these bugs will work out, and this will begin flowing a little more smoothly, so we can get very consistent with these. Doing it on YouTube now because I was having some trouble with the other streaming platforms that I was on. So hopefully this broadcast came through a little bit more clear. And yeah, nice to see you. So we got Jason here. We've got, I see Victor and Alaska Queen and Larch and PY Time and Jason. Good to see you guys. Good to be here with you. I think I'm going to be using YouTube here if I can, can continue to get it working next time. I wanted to mention that today I launched the beginning. Some of you have seen it on Instagram and on the Patreon. I've finally launched the first of the Oracle deck cards. So that is going to be that's the beginning of the card series. And hi, Carolina, good to see you as well. Yeah, and this Oracle series has begun and it's flowing now. I'm working actually with a good friend of mine, Juan Espinoza, who has been creating this really beautiful soundscapes behind the short stories that I've been writing for the deities. So I released the first one, which is the deity, the Egyptian god Thoth or Thoth. And that is with each of these cards, there's going to be a short story with the ambient soundscape. And then there's also going to be a guided visualization that'll allow you to really connect with the bhavana or the feeling of that deity. And that's really what I love about working with deities. You can read about all the facts and details and what the symbols mean and all of that. But I like to really just open my heart and tune into that deity. So through artwork, through the soundscapes, and through the meditation, I really want to create this way for us to connect with the various aspects of the divine. And that's really what the deities are. I'm calling this Oracle deck Windows to the Divine. And this is the way that Swami Kriyananda talks about the way that he connects through murtis or images of the divine. So you see in India a lot of these different gods and deities. Really all what they are is various aspects of the creator. All of these different aspects of nature, of the primal force of all creation. This primal force is so vast and so full that if we break it down into these individual deities, they're all like windows to the divine. They allow us like portals into being able to have a relationship with the divine through the various aspects, the various qualities. And so with this oracle deck, I'm allowing these deities to come and show themselves to me about what order they want to be in and which ones come up and come through. And then during my meditations and while I'm creating the artwork, I start to get these inspirations with the deities, and they start teaching me things, and they start to show me ways that we could create a short story together, or a guided visualization, a meditation. And so I'm really following that guidance with the deities. So each of these are going to take a little while. I like to really spend time with each of the deities to create the artwork, to make the animations, the short stories, and the meditations, and the music. So those will be coming out just one after the other in the Patreon page, which is $5 a month. If you want to join that, that's where I'm going to be putting all of the guided visualizations, and the meditations and everything are going to be there for those. So that's going to be the way that you can access those. And then I'll be posting the short stories, the videos here on YouTube, and then in my Instagram as well. So that's how you can follow along with it. And I'm also going to be taking a trip to Japan here at the end of the month. My wife and I are going to go visit Tokyo as well as Kyoto for the cherry blossom season. So that's going to be a really fun trip. I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. But I think what I'm going to do is record some Warriors of Light meditations and then put those up so that it airs at the same time, 8 o'clock. So you'll be able to keep gathering here and being able to continue this Warriors of Light affirmation as that will go live each week. So I'm going to record those and put those out so it keeps coming. And I started recording some of the guided meditations that I've been doing with the group here locally in St. Pete. So I'm going to be posting those up on YouTube. So keep an eye out for those as well. Those are going to be the full hour and a half session with the openings and the stretching and the chanting and meditation. So if you want to be able to join us from afar, you can tune into those, and I'm going to start posting those on here on YouTube soon. So thanks to everybody for joining, and it's been great to be here with all of you. Thanks for the comments in here, and I will be back again live here next Tuesday, and it will be really cool to see if I can get the technology working as well. So thank you, and I see Be Mised. Good to see you there in the chat as well, and I will see you all again next time. Joy to you, friends.